last time we talked about doctors catching up on the compounding years that they have lost. So one of the points that I have in mind is that they retire late or they never really retire, as we heard that doctors never really retire. So do they actually need retirement planning, or they can just go because they never really retire?
So yeah, that's true that doctors, especially the ones who are running their own practices, they usually work beyond the normal age of 60 and they're practicing till 65 depending on how long their health permits. So in that sense, yes, they never really retire. But I think the concept of retirement planning is a little misunderstood, Yukti. I think it's not about hanging your boots. It's about having an option to do that. Let's say there's a doctor who is feeling that the health is not supporting, or there is an emergency in the family which is kind of denting the profession, or they have to relocate because of some family circumstances to maybe outside the country. मतलब लाइफ में तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, right? So you would want to have the option of saying कि ठीक है मेरे पास इतना है कि I'm not dependent on my income from the clinic, right? And to have that option is called achieving financial independence, right? So it's not so much about retirement planning, but it's more about planning for your independence. For a lot of people, they would want to achieve financial independence at an age of 50 or 55, even though they might want to practice and be an active doctor till the age of 75. So that freedom to choose what you want to do during your last 15-20 active years should rest with you. So it's more about that rather than having like a retirement planning corpus and having that one day when you say कि ठीक है कल से मैं काम पे नहीं जाऊँगा.
Okay, so as I talked about that, it is about stepping back from the own will.
Yes.
So coming on that, when they decide to step back, for doctors who have their own setup, own clinic, isn't that the golden ticket? Because they will eventually, if they sell that is the goodwill of the doctor. So selling that will have the retirement corpus, which is worth few crores. So is it not that something considered in the retirement planning? Then can they rely on that one thing?
So see, there are two kinds of setups when doctors start on their own. ठीक है, एक होती है वो clinic जहाँ पे वो एक receptionist बैठती है, right? Any patient that is walking into that clinic is walking in because of the doctor, because they want to show to that particular doctor, right? Now, in those cases, the clinic by itself does not have a value if the doctor is not operating there, correct? The day the doctor wants to retire from active work, patients won't keep walking into the clinic. So खरीदने वाला क्यों खरीदेगा? It's just property investment. If you own that clinic and it's not on rent, so आप वो property बेच सकते हो, and it's like a property investment. It's not like a business clinic. The clinic per se does not have a value, right? It is a cash flow engine till the time you are practicing. Okay. The moment you hang your boots, it's not going to lead anything for even the buyer, right? The second kind of setups are where doctors, invest and create an organization of type. It could be a hospital, it could be a chain of clinic, it could be a chain of diagnostic centers, where people are walking in not big. I mean, they know the doctor could be a brand. I mean, we know that there's so many hospitals. Dr. Devi Shetty K hospital. I mean, he's not the only active doctor there, but the brand is there. But that is a very, very rare case. A lot of doctors also operate on creating those hospitals when they have the capital and those chain of centers where they are operating more like a promoter rather than the only doctor for whom patients are walking in. So the patients walk in because they know कि यहाँ सर्विस अच्छी मिलती है, यहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स की जो टीम है वो अच्छी है, right? And it turns into an organization. So even if the main promoter doctor steps back, the organization keeps on running. The hospital keeps on running. There'll be somebody else who's managing it professionally. There'll be probably an HR who's hiring junior doctors, nurses, and other staff members. You're not dependent on that single receptionist and the single doctor. In cases mein, there is a certain valuation to that business itself, right? You can sell your stake and you can, of course, get a value out of it. But again, that is not something everybody can do क्योंकि उस टाइप का सेटअप करने के लिए आपको आज भी तो कैपिटल चाहिए, right? So if you are in this setup where you are working to create an organization, then yes, of course, that will have a value which you may be able to realize later on. But अगर आपकी एक वैसी वाली क्लिनिक है जहाँ पे आप बैठते हो, आपकी वाइफ बैठती हैं, एक रिसेप्शनिस्ट है, so that is like a cash flow engine.
Okay, so what about a doctor? What would you suggest for somebody who is like in their peak earning year right now and they want to maybe set up a clinic or they want to plan retirement planning? So like what should be in their mind right now?
See, somebody who has a clinic, right, and they're flourishing, they're doing very well, and they don't have any aspirations of moving to an organizational setup. उनके लिए वो क्लिनिक ना एक कैश फ्लो इंजन है, कैश बनाने की मशीन है, राइट? सो they might be having a lot of footfall in their clinic as patients. They might be doing a lot of surgeries. So what they have to think about is कि ये जो कैश मैं जनरेट कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ, इसको हम कैसे डिप्लॉय करें? How do we invest to create a corpus which can give me financial independence, right? Where you invest, again, it's a product decision. It depends on a lot of factors. But वो जो cash आपका current business generate कर रहा है, and you know that the moment you stop working, this cash will stop. So जब तक आप generate कर रहे हो, जब तक वो engine चल रहा है, तब तक you have to keep investing very aggressively. So I think the difference between thinking of an end valuation versus operating a cash flow engine today is that somebody who's doing an organizational setup of a hospital or a chain of clinics or something like that, for them a lot of cash coming out of that setup might be reinvested to expand that practice. But for somebody who's running a small clinic which is completely dependent on their expertise and they want to operate in that setup, a lot of cash that is being generated does not need to be reinvested in the business. So that probably needs to be reinvested to create that corpus for you.